All right, getting things set up here. Oh, they changed the overlays. Interesting. I'm gonna guess this one is the new one. Let's get started. It redid the source. I see. That makes sense. Let's see if my other source will work. Oh, we gotta move some things around here. So they updated a new process here. So I am currently trying to fix the layout. Interesting. This is not going to look good on vertical, I don't think. Well, that'll be fine right there. There's no way I'm getting the whole screen on there. The main screen. Well, we could probably get the middle of it in there. That's fine. This is for fun little playtesting purposes. The frame itself can go way smaller. And so can this. I like how I'm like a black silhouette right now. Okay, so I think we just need to make this a little bit bigger. We're just going to fix that real quick. Okay, that's fixed slightly. We're going to put something up so that the light from outside isn't blinding the camera. It's usually Sonic's job here. Bam. Well, yeah. All right. Always fun learning new technology. I do not. I'm gonna have to do like 3 separate ones maybe. We'll just do the main screen for now and see how that works. This gets to come down. Yeah, let's go to there. Vertical. I wonder if I can. Oh, yep, it clicks on both of them. So, I'm going to try creating a new source. Monitor. We're going to call this one vertical attempt. Whoa. Not that one. Oh. Ah, here we go. Which display? This display. We'll go down past here. Oh. Okay, so I'll put that one there. Above game capture. Not bad, not great. Well, let's make something. Today I wanted to work on this little axe here. Its station is just a placeholder of a bottle. So I was thinking maybe like a log of some sort. So that's what I'm going to be working on to start with. So I'm going to start the timer. We're going to get to going and just throw things on this screen, and we'll see how well we can get this vertical layout to work today. Be a good test run. Tree stumps. Stummo. Stummo. Oh, good. Images. Ah, yeah. Maybe with a indent. Actually, it doesn't even have to have the indent. I just want to get it in there and turn it into the new class station. I like this one that curves a little bit. I like the roots. Seeing the roots is nice. So yeah, a couple of roots coming out, tall middle base, and then we'll see if we can add some texture. I like the little twig here, but I don't know if I can. Well, we'll give it a shot. This guy's a good example. All right, so let's see if we can't replicate it. So we're gonna start out with a basic shape and see if we can't get that looking like that. We're gonna go into Pro Builder and look for a. I'm gonna try poly shape. I probably will not like it at the end, but I might like it. It might just be good enough. So we need a couple longer roots. Probably want to go in a little bit. My first ones always look pretty terrible to start with, but I like not worrying how bad they look when I first try to make something new. We're gonna try it this way first. I kind of like this poly tool, um, but I've never tried to do different heights on things in different sections, so that's gonna be a new skill set. So it's still gonna be in 3D space, so I probably need to even it off like that. Let's say that's our first attempt. Okay, I might be able to lift it up to tree stump size. Can I manipulate these little guys here? Oh, I pulled something down. There we go. So we can transform, we can scale it, we can rotate. What can we do here? We can move it. Just looks like a big hand right now. Can I add and remove points? Let's see. Let's click this button. So we're in create polyshape. Oh, I can add points. Okay, cool. Nope. So this is gonna be interesting. I want to make points right here somehow. Is that easily possible? I can cut it a little bit. Let's do the side tool, or yeah, the side tool. Let's pick this one. So I can put the whole thing down. Can I create more of these? If I'm in the edit tool, I can create more of these here, which would give it, it would look better. All right, there's attempt one. Let's go, let's try just a regular cylinder. New shape. Yeah, this guy. So let's just, that big, this tall. Oops, I want to stay in the edit. Let's make it rounder, giving it more sides. And then we want to cut it a few times. What's 10 look like? Will that help me? I could pull some of these out to make the, yeah, that might work. Let's see what 15 looks like. 56 sides. So trees are pretty round, so I like a couple more sides than not to manipulate better. What's 20 of these look like? Whoa. 46, 10, 15. So more elongated. 10 is more square. Go up to 56 and 12 maybe. Ooh. Yeah, let's go with 12. So we'll use that as our dimensions for the second try. I'm pretty sure I can move any of these. Yeah. And then I can click and drag to grab a lot of points. And then I don't think I can, don't need to do much with that. I know I want to pull these out like ever so slightly on some sides. So like to give it some jaggedness. I don't know if I should do that first or last. I'm gonna go with last. Let's start with the feet. Okay, so we're gonna shrink this down in size if we can. Oh, scale, where's scale? There's the scale tool. Okay, that might be good. Let's move it over to the axe. Yeah, that's about the good size for it. And then, now, let's take our big hand. I don't know if it's going to be useful at all, but we're going to move it over here. Alright, so we just want to make these little things, but protruding from the sky. I'm just going to grab a handful of them and see what happens. You know, not bad. Not bad for just a random grab. It doesn't really matter what the bottom looks like. So, let's see. Let's grab half of those. And come out at an angle, maybe? Oh. There's one of them that's not good to grab. I think I don't want that one. Can I unselect just that one? Probably, but I'm going to be pretty bad at it. Okay, so recenter. Okay, so that worked pretty good. Let's try grabbing a set of them. So all of those. Maybe a couple more above it. Yeah. So let's tilt that a little bit. Then we can just do it again right here. Click these four. And then we can just put it into the ground. Yeah, we can change the size and other things of it. Yeah, we just gotta do that a few times. I think that looks good enough for a first try. Well, better than the first try. First try looked pretty bad. Yeah, let's just do that a few more times. So like 4 across, at least this many. Let's try grabbing this bottom row this time. Let's go that way a little bit. down a little bit. Okay, let's grab these four. Do some more manipulation. I kind of want this one to curve in on itself here. So we'll see how far we can get away with it. Not too bad. Wonder, where's the fourth one? There you are. Let's try moving these ones inward. Oh, no, not up. Back. There we go. So then, if I just take one of these, how bad does it look if you... Oh, yeah. Nope. Let's make sure I have all four selected. Yeah. I think if you hold Shift and drag out... Nope. Control and drag out? Nope. Alt and drag out? No. Oh, I think we have to do the face tool. So if I choose this... No, just this face. And then Control... Nope. Shift? Yeah, Shift. Okay. So Shift, click on the face tool itself will drag additional part out of it. I don't know what I wanted to do with it. I think I need to drag these inwards. Yeah, like that. And then grab them both and bring them down. Yeah, that'll be good enough for the second one. I think I want the third one to be lower to the ground, less height. And then if I can take these four and bring them down a little bit. And then same thing here, if I can tell it to just utilize less space. And then we can take these four and we can maneuver them however we want. Probably too far. That didn't do exactly as I wanted. Let's move these four down. There we go. And then maybe this will look better. Okay, and then we'll take this one. We'll grab that face again. We're going to drag this face out. And then maybe bring these points in. Up just slightly, over slightly. There we go. And then both points. Oh, I didn't grab both of them. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. Let's go back. This one is not where I thought it was. So we gotta bring him up. So if I go that far over, this one needs to come over too. Right about. Okay, I think that'll be fine. Doesn't have to look perfect, because it is made out of material. Let's see how it looks when it's further down. Yeah, I kind of like the further down one. So I'm going to bring these down slightly if I can. Oh, I missed one. There he is. There we go. So right about there. And same thing here. Oops, missed one. Yeah, that looks good. This weird little thing here. Maybe if I move this one back. It has to be this one too. Move them back a little bit and then maybe inwards some. Cool. And then I don't think bringing this one out will do any good. Whoops. We'll bring it out a little bit, see if it looks good. No, it starts pulling too much. Okay, let's do another big one over here. We'll just say these ones for sure. And then one more down. Bring it towards us. Bring it down a little bit. Put it there, grab some more vertices. Oh, I forgot to start my timer. Let's bring these two with us as well. So we can bring those down to there. Let's bring these three plus these three down. Okay, let's grab these four again. Oh, what did I do over there? That was not expected. Would bringing this down be... Oh, okay, yeah. So I want that one down, which means I want that whole row down. Okay. So, it's starting to look like a stump. Might want to put one right here. I still got to manipulate this guy a little bit more. I think I want to create another face here. Shift click, drag out. There's probably a better way to make these how I'm making them. But this is doing pretty good because we can just change how they look slightly and then they look decent. Okay, those are underneath, which is good. I'm trying to think, what if I take this guy and just move it? Nope, that is not as easy as that looks. So we are going to I think it'll be good enough there. I'm just gonna make another small one right here. Let's try, yeah, let's just do four faces and see what that does. That's not bad. I kind of want to do, maybe six faces from the bottom. If I just did three faces on the bottom. And then just one face. Not bad. If we take these vertices, let's bring them down a little bit. Let's bring these ones in. And then we'll take this one again. And over. We'll take these three top ones, bring them down. Let's try to drag this guy out again. Ooh, what about the other direction? Yeah, I like that direction. Okay, bring that down. It does bring it down, but let's do just this vertex. A little bit there. Yeah, a little bit there. This one should be further down than that one. Oh, I see. So there's something, I think something looks weird right here, but I can't tell. Click, nope, I want to click right here. Oh no, I guess it's just because some of it's in the blue and some's not. Cool. Alright, let's give one in the back here. Nice small one. Actually, let's try the faces again. That was pretty good. Let's do these three. Pull it out with a red. Pull it out one more time. That didn't do what I wanted it to. Let's see if we do a control pull. Maybe both of these. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And then we'll make these a little bit less sharp by bringing them down. Bring that one down and over a little bit. I think, yeah, right there is fine. I want to make this less sharp, so we're going to pull it out. Same thing here. Let's tip this down the furthest. Gradually less. Right to there. Down to here. Down to the bottom. Yeah, we'll just give it some texture here and there. Might as well. Doesn't have to be anything perfect. Alright, that already looks better than that. These front ones are a little interesting now, but I like it. Gives it some weird character. Alright, let's get the top looking a little bit more rounded. Top looking a little bit more. Yeah, rounded. I had. Yeah, rounded. I had. Okay. So, crack. I don't know how to make a crack in here yet. So I'm just going to go with something simple and try to just make it more or less rounded in certain areas. I can definitely give it character by going out and in. I don't know how good it's going to look though. Let's just do very subtle to begin with. I like to guess. I just do things and see if they work. I think it's given it something. probably need more vertices right here, but I don't think I can create them on these types of poly shapes. Or at least I haven't learned how yet. Let's go like, oh, actually, let's do like 5 or 6 out, and then try to pull some of them in. Yeah, I think that looks good. Maybe just pull this one in a little bit. Even down, we'll give it a little bit of a indent. Actually, if I pull 2 of these in really sharply, then I can make this look like it is where a chop mark happened, I think. Sounds right. I'll say this is where the axe rests. Even though the axis size is going to be a little different. Let's, oh, nope. Nope, I don't want to manipulate the axe. I just want to grab it. Straight up grab it. There we go. Okay, let's rotate it. That way, that way. Pretty much, that's pretty much what I got. Let's see here. You know, that's not bad. I think for accidental figuring it out, that worked out pretty good. Let's make sure we give a little bit to the back so the back doesn't just look like a perfect circle. Go back to editing. Bring you guys out a little bit. And then we'll take these 3. There we go. Come out a little bit here. Maybe a little bit up here. And then, I don't know about the walls of it. I think I'm going to have to find a texture. But these are going to be like, man, I don't know. I guess I'll have to just grab a whole section and see what pulling it out looks like. I feel like it's not going to look that good. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so let's pull it out. I guess it doesn't look that bad, and it gives it some good texture. Okay, I can at least do that in a few places. I probably want to pull this one out just as much. Pull it out as much, but I want to bring it down too. I could give it a lot of character if I maybe right here. I'm gonna try something a little bit crazier. Grab all of those. All of these. Grab those two. And we're gonna try to go inwards and see what happens. Doesn't look bad. So let's go in a little bit. And I think for these two, we're gonna come down a little. Come in and down a little. Same thing with this one. There. Now it has some ins and out. Let's do another out right here. So to grab them all. And then let's do it from the bottom. Another out. Oh, this one's at an angle, so we'll have to go both directions. Let's move inward, down a little. Same thing with these two. Inwards a little bit. That one down a little bit more. And this one. Okay. That's not bad. Well, I would say that's a lot better than this guy, so let's give it a random texture and see how the texturing looks. Let's go back to entire object. Let's just give the entire object a wood color for now. That might be too wood colory, but it's too floorboard. Nope. I might not have any good texture for this. You know, that one could... No, that one's terrible looking. Let's go find some textures. Wood. Oh yeah, these aren't made yet. Panel. Nope. I like this one the most. But I'll have to actually find some textures or make a bark texture. So I'm going to write that down. Make a bark texture. as a goal later in life. All right, well, we got, oh, I keep forgetting to take pictures along the process. We'll take the first picture as the last picture. Bam. We developed ourselves a weird looking log. Or what's this class? It's the logger class object. Pick one. Maybe I can go back through the stream and take screenshots later. Alright, that's saved. Now, I gotta look at this guy. And I need to pretty much copy all of its... Yeah, everything it has needs to be over here for some things. So let me look. We have that, we have a mesh renderer. I have a mesh collider. Do we have a mesh collider here? Yes. Nothing's on. Everything's cooked. Nothing's on. Okay, that's the same. A capsule collider with no additional add-ons. So let's give it a capsule. I think that's for the when the player looks at it, that's what the player is activating the capsule collider part of it. We need to give it the class purchase station. And I don't think I changed anything there. Nope. Double check utilities, nothing. And then system links. We need to give it class manager. So we gotta go find our system links. Class manager goes here. Tooltip manager is in the tooltip panel. Ooh, I almost finished this one in 25 minutes. I'm at 33 seconds left. My timer's not showing up. I don't know if I accidentally turned it off. Oh, you know what? I know why it's not showing up. I turned it off. So we got that made in 25 minutes. Didn't spend too much time worrying about how good it looks, because it's just a little bit of an aesthetic upgrade. And then we can take a short break here. Let's see. Well, almost. We made it. I didn't connect it. I need to connect 3 more things. Which it's either in UI or interactive UI. I think it's in interactive UI. Tooltip panel, there it is. Okay, so the tooltip panel has a tooltip manager. The UI manager, which is right here. The audio manager. Internal class name, we just need to copy and paste this over. Actually, I could probably have just copied component. Yeah, copy component. I need to get better at making things faster. So let's remove this component and then paste component as new. There we go. They should have all those things connected. That being said, I should be able to deactivate this one. We're going to save progress and let's test. Nope, not publishing today. We are just building and testing. All right, so bark texture. Don't forget to take screenshots. Ooh, it's been a while since I built this. It's taking its time to load this time. Oh, it's even logged me out. I have to re-log in. Let me go find my info real quick. And then it's going to ask for a two-step verification. So I just got to enter that code in, and then we're logged in. Okay. That should be good. Ooh, content drop. Let's go grab the content drop. Campfire marshmallow on a stick. I'll put a campfire down. Okay. So, to test this, we're going to go into developer mode. And add some trust to our character. And then let's see if the new object works. Ooh, there it is. Oh, I can use it. So I do see something wrong. Let me make sure I didn't mess anything else up over here because the tooltip didn't show up. Okay, so tooltip's working here. The tooltip broke when I changed objects. So that's good to note. Yeah, that's pretty good size to the human standing. I noticed when in VR everything is huge, so this will look huge to the player still, but that's fine. That's my mistake. I probably want to put some more of these around it and then change it. Okay, so let's see if I can use it. Oh, so if I click it, that does come out of it and that comes up. So a minor glitch, but nothing too bad, it looks like. forgot to take that out of the game. Cool. I'm just gonna write down those bugs. Bug, tooltip, not showing right away. And I wonder if I kind of want the axe to show now. I used to just have it not showing, but maybe that's going to take some recoding. So I'm going to write down the idea. So axe shows, but not clickable until player unlocks class. So that's going to be my new, I'm going to test it one more time just to make sure that it wasn't a fluke. And I'm not going to switch the code out right now because that'll take some time to find, because I did take like a month off of building. Oh. Okay. And then we'll take a short break if I've confirmed that those are broken, and then I have my bug reports written. And now we got a cool little tree stump. Also, I'm selling my really terrible assets that I create. Selling is the wrong word. I'm giving them away on Patreon to Patreon supporters. They're for use for anyone's game because I think it's cool to just have resources available to you at any time. And oh yeah, I forgot I got this. Okay, so tooltip still works there. I'm gonna be like 98% sure the tooltip will still be broken. Yeah, that's fine. But it works once you click on it. Oh, you know what? That's even new information. When clicked, tooltip works. So it has to be something very specific. Just doesn't show up right away. And then I'm going to use the dev council just to buy it one more time. But I think what I'll do is I'll make a I'll make something later to fix it. Probably think about the code and what I need to change. I could pull the code up, but we'll see. So I click it, and then the axe spawns, but it immediately falls out because, so I need to create, yeah, I know what to do. This isn't a bug, this is a feature request. I'm gonna tell myself to give axe a, oh actually I already have one created, I'm pretty sure. I just have to give it this thing over here. So when I put the axe up here, it locks into place right there. So I just need to do whatever I did here again, and then it can lock into place over there. So yeah, give axe, no, make axe lock into place on stump. Sweet. All right, that is a good first 25 minutes. Actually took like 50 minutes. No, maybe like 35 now. So we're gonna take a short break, just chat. We'll do a 5-minute break. Oh, And if you know anything about my breaks is, I don't take them very well. Shelf settings is what I created. And then it's just the name of the object and the snap point. Cool. Oh yeah, let's do some cleanup. Let's delete that object. And then, let's see here, this is right here. A little bit more. Gonna give it a little bit more texture on the back because the back looks too staged. It's a good use of my break, I swear. Let's do like a half one and see how that looks. Maybe just a little bit like a knot. And same thing here and here. Weird, whatever happened here. Must have accidentally clicked something at one point. Oh yeah, I definitely did. Oops. Get over here, you. Okay. So let's grab these 6. Ooh. Actually, I like how this is turning out, but we need to bring this in. Yeah, we'll just bring that over and down. Same thing here. And we'll start our new timer. Hmm. Wait. There's one that's right there. Can I not click it? Oh man. It might be inside of... Yeah, there it is. I messed up on that one for sure. There we go. Hmm. Down and out maybe? Yeah. Down. There we go. Okay. Gives it something in the back to... It just looks a little weird. Maybe if I pull this one out a little bit further. Let's pull these two out. That one can come in. Go back a little bit. Actually, if I bring all four of these down, maybe 5 to like right here, then I can pull these ones out further without looking too weird, probably. Okay, this one has to be pulled out too. Okay. This one can come, nope, hey. Down a little bit. Yeah, like that. And then this one can come over a little bit more. This one looks really stiff. I should fix this is probably what's causing my eyes to dislike something about it. It's because it's just too square. Um, oh, whoa. No, that's not what I wanted there. So let's take these two down. Maybe a little bit there. A little bit more there. And do the same thing here maybe. Just pull it in. Oops. There we go. Okay. smooth that in just a little bit. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. I'll move this one up a little. Up, over, slightly up, more this way. Pulling it in. Cool. It's a good start. Alright, let's save it again. So then the potion, I have to come up with something new for this too. Because this has been the alchemist station since the beginning as well. But the mixology mage could turn it into like a martini glass. That might be complicated to make. Mixology mage. Mixology and mage. Guess we'll just have to go play around in paint and see what inspires us. Okay, mage hat, because we're a great artist. Okay, there's a mage. Mixology. We could do the like little martini glass. I'm such a good artist, I know. Just a nail. What else? Spells. We got the confusion spell, which also could look like mixing ingredients. Mixology mage. I'm gonna look at bar. Let's look at some bar glasses. Um, we'll say Fantasy Tavern. Glassware? Maybe. Let's go to images. You got your classic mugs. I don't think I can sculpt that quite yet. Just nice round. Let's see, fantasy bartender. Tools. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. So I could go really complicated on myself and build like this whole thing as the station, like each one of these objects. Some of them are going to be a lot harder than others to make, so maybe I should just start with one. I kind of like this tool. I always see that little shot glass that measures your things, your mixology mage, so you could start with something simple like that. And honestly, it's just two holes connected in the middle. It's like an hourglass. But it's got to be comically big if it's going to be just that. So maybe I should do this thing with it, this and that. Yeah, let's go with these two. What are they called? Cocktail shaker and essential glassware. Corks of bottles effortlessly. Salt rimmer, bar spoons, margarita mixes, bar towels, glassware. The jiggers are measuring devices that bartenders use. Okay, jiggers. I'm gonna make a jigger and a cocktail shaker. Jigger and cocktail shaker. Uh, fantasy jigger. Ooh, I like that it's on a. That's kind of cool. I don't know if there's going to be any other good images, but so just made out of metal. So I'll make the fantasy part just how it looks. Okay, so I have the jigger, duplicate, go forward one, and we have that. Awesome. We will start with the jigger. Thank you, MS Paint, for doing your job. This one I'm not going to connect right away, but let us click out of here and start by creating something on the bar. Let's just try a new shape. We do have the thing with a hole in the middle. Poof. It's a little big. So we just need to close off the hole somehow. Let me see. Edit. Thickness. Let's bring that thickness down to like 0.05. 4030203. Let's go with 0.02. I actually like 6 sides, but let's give it more height cuts. Because we're going to have to divide, like, we're going to have to make one side smaller than the other somehow, and then also just somewhere. So yeah, let's do like 15 height cuts, and let's scale it down. Oh man, this will be fun. Maybe it should be comically big. Make it easier to follow up on. How big is this already? Let's test it to the, whoops. Let's move this over to our other object. Oh yeah, it's very small now. So maybe I'll go a little bit bigger. Scale. We'll make the jigger, or the cocktail shaker, about this size. And this looks right for the jigger, so let's do it. Alright, so if I'm guessing right, I'm going to pick the dots. And one side was longer than the other, so I'm going to put the small side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 10. So yeah, we'll go to 5. So right here is where it's going to, I'm going to have to look in the inside. Okay. So let's just grab the inside ones. No, I'm going to have to do this one at a time. Maybe I have to do a line. What happens if I pull this in? Does anything happen on the outside? No. Cool. So if I do this with every single line, that doesn't work actually. So yeah, we're going to want to do these more one at a time. Actually, let's start over. Okay. So maybe opposite sides can be done at the same time. So opposite of you is this one? Nope, that was a wrong decision. Well, it doesn't have to look perfect on the inside. So I could just bring these over until they touch another side, and then do the same thing over here. So how do I select the one I don't want now? This might be harder than it looks. Because the second you move it over to where you want it, it covers another point. But maybe I don't have to worry about that. Maybe I can just get close enough and then do the same thing for this one. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. What am I? You know what? I could just take an entire side and build a platform. And that platform, whoops. If I do that for each one of these, and I build a platform, and then you just connect them. That should, yeah, that perfectly fits. All right, we found a solution. Um, there, and then this one right there. Perfect. So now they're closed off. This side's going to be the smaller side. So I need to bring everything inward. No, wait. I need a flare. Whew. Those 25 minutes went by fast on this one. Well, it's got the basic shape it needs, and it's got one side or the other. We just need to tilt it outward, I think. Yeah, we need to like somehow V-shape it. Rotate. Whoa. Okay, rotate's cool. Although I don't know if any of them are going to help. It would do something alright. I think that's folding it outward. Can't be that one. It's not red. Blue doesn't feel right. So at the end of the day, these ones right here, we want them to come inwards a little bit. Okay, that did do what I wanted it to. So I went out that way, and then I went out this way. So if I do this, I have an idea. If I bring this in to about I can bring it in and just align it with these squares actually. So I'm just going to bring this one down until it aligns with this. Yeah, this is working. Whee! And then that one just can go straight to, this one needs to come in a little bit. Okay, and then the last one, bring it in. Okay, so that was enough to get it to that far. So I pretty much have to get even smaller. I think this will work though. I think this is a good strategy. Okay. Let's do that and drag it back down. Cool. So now it's folding outwards, but I have to try to do that the whole way up. Don't know if it's possible, but, or easily possible, I guess you could say. But I think it will work as a solution. Each shape will look different, but the main goal is make it small enough to do what you want to do. Okay. Now we just got to do this for a little bit. We'll do another, let's see if we can get this one done in 50 minutes. I'm surprised this one was taking as long. I guess the idea phase took a little bit of time. Whee! Yep, that's good. Let's pull this one over. Okay. Interesting. Cool. So, nope, that didn't do what I wanted it to. What am I missing? Like another vertice? I can't put any more in there unless I reset the whole shape. I'm pretty sure I've done slanted edges before. Let's try the top. So let's see if we can flare the top by just moving these four. Okay, we can. So then we take these two away. Grab these two. And those two next. Cool. We just have to keep doing that. And this one, and push it out. Let's see. This one. This one. Whoops. Okay, so we're going to keep flaring these out. I'd have to keep doing that over and over again. It might look a little silly. Or I could just call that what it looks like, because it is a fantasy world. And do it with the other side. I kind of want to make it taper inwards though on the outside. Okay, so I'm going to take a riskier move. Let's try bringing them all down. Okay, that's what I was doing wrong. Okay, recenter. Thank you. Okay, let's even that one out. And even that one out. Bring it down just a little bit. Even that one out. Okay, that's pretty even. Maybe we just go up just a little bit. There we go. So if I did that over and over again, 2 at a time. Nope, cannot be 2 at a time. Needs to be an entire side. Yeah, we'll probably have to just take half. Let's see. Yep, we'll just move this one. The jigger. I did not know these things are called jiggers. This one. So, we gotta just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, so these are flared out. Now we want to get the inside. Let's try the faces. We have to do the same thing on the other side. Do outwards. If I could learn how to do outwards, Jared, I would. Let's see here. I could just pull this guy out. There you go, perfect. That's exactly what I want. It actually doesn't look terrible. except for this part. I lied. Let's give it some metallic look. And then see where we go from there. This one. Oh, I need to go back to object selection mode. There we go. Do we have metal? Let's go look at the textures. Panel. I think this one I made earlier is a good starting point. So that's what it would look like with a lower res texture. Perfect. Oh, it's got some shine on it. I need to get rid of that shine while I'm still working on it. Oh, I forgot to rename these. Logger, logger, class, stump. And this thing is the jigger. Mixology mage class. Or actually, this thing might just be next to it. I'll just say jigger. Mixology mage jigger. Okay. Make it glow. Give it a nice little glow. Just testing out different ones to see what it looks like. Here, this is one of my higher resolution ones. Except it destroys this thing. That's weird. I'm not going to ask questions. Cobblestone. Gosh, that one actually looks the best. Anyways, let's get rid of the smoothness. Yeah, get out of here, smoothness. We can give it a little bit of metallic, probably. I need to find a better... Okay, let's make a prefab or a texture for test material copy, duplicate. Let's put panel 1 on here. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh. Oh, got smoothness back. Get out of here, smoothness. So no, I don't like that one that much. How does this one look? Get rid of that. That actually looks cool, but not what I was looking for. So it really picks up on like the grooves for the textures, which I can change the textures. But I think I liked, honestly, I don't like any of them currently, but I gotta start with something. So I can't get too distracted by this. I'll just write down make a metal texture. Looks like I'm gonna have to do a texture live stream day. Cause I want some new textures. We'll just make it out of rice. I don't think that one's gonna look good. Nope. Oh yeah, this is when I started my mug out. That's what they used to look like. Ooh. I'm using this texture on the plates. Oh, it looks good on the plates. Does not look good on this. I like it on the plates because it gives them that shiny look. Let's both of them up. Oh, that's very saturated. No, smoothness wins. So I'm not going to use that one because I actually like the shininess. Oh yeah, it was my attempt of making a face. Did not go well. Ooh, you know what? That's what the granite counter looks like. I almost like it. Cool. Well, I'm going to spend too much time trying to figure it out. So we're just going to use this kind of cruddy one. So let's pull these out again. Let's go with faces. Alright, I'm going to select both of these and drag it further out. One, two, one. Guess we'll just have to click both sides. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just have to tell myself that. It's just got to be better than what I had beforehand. There's probably some like really fun trick or unique way to get this done. Hmm. So if I did this that far, then pull that one out this far. Oof. Gonna murder this thing. Should have aborted mission when I was ahead. This thing was a lot harder to make than I was thinking it would be. There are some skill sets I need to gain. That's for sure. I feel like the rotation tool could have helped me, but I'm not good with it yet. All right, let's take the whole object. Select object, entire object, and let's flip it. Whee! Okay, so we're gonna call that side good. And then this side is gonna be the smaller end? Yeah, I think it's gonna be smaller. I'm gonna try something new and see if it works. Nope, not ideal. 2, 3, 4. Was it 4 on this side? Yeah. Let's see if that looks any better. No, it just opens it up more. Let's try the bend tool, just for fun. Bend it that way. It kind of works. But since it's only one, what would it be like if I bent all 3 sides? That side, and this side. You know, it does something. It's a little too finicky though. Worked. So, at least I tried something new. Let's see, go back to this. I want that to just come out. There's that one. Let's see, that way and that way, I guess. I think I went too far on this one. There we go. And, oh no, this, well, that way, and then this one come back towards here. No. Oh man, that's not a good way of doing it either. Just made all different sizes and lengths. Okay. I've met my match. I think this is where I'll have to start watching tutorials again. So I'm going to write that down. But we got 50% of it done. Well, we got a minute 20. Yeah, I'm not going to spend any more time on this after that. So I'm going to fix the rest of it back to normal. I wonder if I go to just points and just get these point and this point. If I can just... I could flare it up like that, but then I'd have to flare it out too. And it works. But doing that several times is where it gets harder. Because then I'd have to click on this one, up and out. Yep. And I just have to keep doing it, up and out. Oop. And which direction is out? Both, in this case. Alright, that is time on my jigger. So if I like make it even, I can kind of see which ones that I didn't even out enough. You said you'll be done with the jigger. You're not stopping. Okay, this one can come up. Go out a little bit further. Come up. Okay. There. We did something to it. Wasn't much, but... we come down. Go out a little bit. Same thing, come down, but go out a little bit on both directions. Well, this one's not out at all. This one needs to go way further out. Maybe this just needs to come in. Maybe that's why it's looking weird to me. Okay. Done, done, done. I'm not touching it anymore. We'll flip it over to the other side. The other side had better overall look. Whee. Bam. Well, that was a hard thing to make. For me, at least. Right, last Pomodoro for today's game session. We're gonna try to make the shaker next. Oh man. Let me go look at a reference image of the shaker again. Looks like a pillar. I made like a pillar for a like you would hide the insides of it and you would just turn it into a pillar. So maybe that's what it'll be later. Here we go. Here's a shaker. I need to figure out how to make these like curved. That's the lesson I'm gonna have to take. Okay, so we're gonna start here. We're going to make a new shape. I don't think there's any shape that allows. I don't need any hole, so I'm just gonna make it like this. And I want it to be the same size as this thing right here. So we're gonna go about about that tall. Move it over here. Edit it. We're gonna give it lots of sides. At least 10, 15, 20, 20. Okay, we'll call that good to start with. And let's shape it. Let's see. Maybe 20 sides is too many. Let's give it like 8. Let's give it at least 8 sides. 10. 10 sides is fine. Okay. So now I want to drag I somehow want to create, maybe if I grab all of these and then I shift drag up, that create another one? I already have a ton of them. Okay. So if I take the top, let's see. So if I do that, I can make it into that. How do I shrink it in size quickly? It's not with that. Would I shrink it in size with this and pull it in? You know, that actually worked pretty. It looks good enough. Might be wrong, but I need to do it to all of them. Oh boy, this is gonna be. Give it our best go. We just need to pull all the sides in. Oh boy, this one needs to like go over this way, come in some more, this way. Okay, it is not great, but it is working. Just gonna have to eyeball it for a little bit and fix certain sides first. Like that. keep pulling it in. A master of my craft. My craft is, we hope it works. Okay, you know what? We I think I just need to pull this up. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull this up like I was gonna do originally. And it's gonna be lopsided as heck, but I'm pretty sure it'll get the desired effect. Yes! We have done it. That already looks 10 times better than my little jigger down there. Okay, I think I can manipulate these points somewhat. I wish there was a way to, maybe there is. Let's see. Yeah, it just moves it. All right, let's try to make these equal. So I want to make all of these equal sides. So this one needs to come in like that. Go in a little bit more. Yep, that's good. This one, come in and down a little bit. Go over a little bit. Ooh, this one come out. And like that. That one can go in slightly. Alright, so this is where I'm starting to mess up a lot. So this one needs to like come out a little bit. Okay. Whee! Okay. We just need to move these ones way over here. Move these ones back in a little bit. We got this. We might not make a jigger today, but we're gonna make a shaker. Oh, hey, progress photo. That's right. I almost forgot. Oops, wrong button. This button. There we go. Mixology Mage Station. Remake number or progress 1. There. Got one photo in before I finish something. So we need to move all of these to be pretty much matching their faces. That one was way off, which means the top one will be way off. Okay, so if we come out a little bit, move it in that way just slightly. Same thing here, move it up a little bit. Up. Okay, this one's gonna come over here. This one, I have no idea what it's doing. Like, I messed up hardcore on that one. I think I need to bring them both up more. So then we'll move this one over. I think after a couple of times doing this, my brain will figure out what it needs to do better. Okay, so this one needs to come in a little bit, over a little bit. Let's do that. Let's see, finish this one off. Okay, and then to give it a little bit more emphasis, I can bring these down by 1. Oh, actually, maybe by 2? Let's see. What if I do both at one time? What will happen? Oh yeah, that looks fine. So let's just do that. Got 12 more minutes on this shaker. Okay. And that part looks better. Oh, I'm actually starting to see something. Okay, this needs to come up. That one needed to come up. Interesting. Like maybe over a little bit. This way a little bit. The more you mess with it, the more it just moves around. Who knew? Well, let's recenter. Okay, so we come up. Okay, I can get even. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, let's push both of these back if we can. That doesn't look terrible. I think this one just needs to come in a little bit. Alright, at this point, it's just going to be little imperfections that we're looking for. It's fine if it's got some dents in it. It'll just be well used shaker. Okay, so this one can come back a little bit. Maybe I'm going to try a new strategy. I'm going to look around the edges and see if I can like pull it good. I'm gonna watch a tutorial tomorrow and it's gonna be like, just do this. And it's gonna save me like an hour when I try something like this again. Okay. know what? Yeah, we're gonna call that a win. I wonder if I can still scale it. I think I can still scale it down. Oh, oh, I need to click all of it. Scale it. Maybe just a little bit less. Yeah, it's about the size I'm looking for right now. Give it the same poor texture that I gave everything else. Actually, there might be a better one for this. We'll see. No, definitely not that. My stone texture is not going to look good. I don't think any of my wall textures are going to stand out. This is what I used before for bottles. Yeah, I have to make some new textures. This just doesn't look good. But it will be able to replace the old method. Alright, I'll take my low poly picture of the new shaker and jigger. That'll be the first attempt on those. Progress picture 2. Sweet. So yeah, out of all of those, I actually really enjoyed making this. This was fun to learn to make. And I can see myself when I remake it again, I'll have even better skills. And textures, I'm gonna have to learn some about textures, because I'm actually excited to find like a good texture for the top, like a bark texture for the side, and then a like top texture up here, and to try to apply those. And then we got some new goals to attach the scripts to these correctly. I'm gonna file save. I'm not gonna attach this script because I want to fix that bug before I reattach the new one. That way I know what the bug is. So I'm gonna leave it right here. We'll just build and test to make sure I didn't change anything without knowing. Oh, it's getting dark out. And then that'll be 3 hours of game dev today. So we made it. They have no scripts, so I can't do anything with them yet. But kind of look at them in real space. So this guy still kind of looks like just another bottle, so I can't tell immediately that it is a cocktail shaker. But at least I have now successfully made my own bottle and jigger that has definitely seen some battles. That's good. It's okay. The tavern needs some damaged goods anyways. And then we'll double check. So yeah, we made a coat rack, a bookshelf, my redesigned mug, fully functional mug now, except I need to, I better write that down. I didn't write it down last time. I've just started learning how to make the character hold things in the direction I want them to. I did it first with the axe. So this axe always goes into my hand exactly in the direction I want it to. So I just need to do that with the mug. So I'm gonna write that down. Hold mug where want. Fix. Feature. That's a feature. It's not a fix. Okay. But yeah, we remade the mug. And then now they're purchasable. I'm probably gonna change these to the class. So the coat rack is a class changer, and so you can change your class if you click on it. Oh, that one's working. Does this one have a bug or did it? Oh, I was already that class, that's why. And then I'll put that as the stump, probably. Yeah, I think the stump would look cool up there. So I'll change that to the stump, and then I'll change this to... I wonder if I should put multiple objects. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. But I've had these as placeholders for a while. And if we actually... the game should be working. I haven't changed anything in the scripts, but we can spawn some creatures. For anyone who hasn't seen it, who's been paying attention, unless I just broke it. Okay, I didn't break it. The music didn't start. Yeah, so little tapioca balls are attacking the tavern. That's why it's called Tapioca Tavern. And yeah, I'm gonna keep developing this game in VR. No, I'm developing it in desktop mode, and I want to make it's VR capable later. I did playtest it in VR. There are some bugs I need to work out, some kinks. But yeah, each wave introduces new boba, and they attack the little keg there. Oh my gosh, you guys do so much damage right when you get there. It's probably not supposed to happen. But yeah, it's been a lot of work. It's fun making things, and now I get to keep making my own stuff. We'll call that a successful game dev day. My goal is to try to get on 3 to 6 daily, unless life happens. But 3 hours I think is doable. Alright, I wrote down goals for tomorrow. Might do some scripting or some... I think I'm going to do textures. I really want to fix these textures. So I think texture day tomorrow. So yeah, let's see. That is it for game dev at the moment. Thanks everyone for stopping by. I'm going to try to make it more educational. Unfortunately, I'm still learning too, so the education is in the moment. But I'm writing down some of the keystrokes, and I'm using a application called Obsidian to keep track of notes later on. So my goal is to have things that I can share on Patreon and other sources so that I can keep doing this and keep developing games and helping others. That's my time. My time is up. Doesn't have to be, but I'm going to try to stick to the 3 to 6. So until next time, also, I just tested out the vertical, so when I rewatch this, I'm going to rewatch it on a phone to see how vertical looked this whole time, because it could have been terrible, might not have been terrible. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, we're ending now. Oh, right now, stream. Thank you. Yeah, it kind of says stream ending. It's not quite in the middle of the screen. Can I just switch that? Oh, I can move that. Oh, hey, look at that. Bam! I got something fixed right before the end.